Duchess Anna Henrietta.
Runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs. Down.
Don't crowd her out.
Around here, it's wine, wine, and more wine. But me, I prefer brandy.
Ow!
The blade. Put it away with you. The blade. Put it away with you. That's better.
Lepiota's ruptured fates. That tramp is the famed witcher.
Long live Duchessa Anna Henrietta.
Eat, drink,
Welcome.
and loosen your belt.
Welcome.
For you are in Toussaint.
That's it, Roach. Go, go.
Slithering slick by the lake.
Oh?
Lac Vie. Might be worth looking into.
The air here is such that one is never hungover.
Word doth one know. Snuff doth one
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Dalbury Monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote an entire day
What
to see
for?
it. You and another too.
And we paid 10 times for the tickets. Give it back.
Little strokes fell great oaks.
Come on, Roach. Slow now. Whoa. Move it. Let's go! Whoa there, Roach. Move it!
I liked you from the start. Every Witcher I've known has been a swell lad.
You'll not find work here. Not paying work, that is.
Whoa there, Roach.
Bathing tears away at the skin, and thus brings death closer.
That's it, Roach. Giddy up. Slow now. Whoa.
found something in Moreau's tomb to activate the entry portal. Wonder what surprises this place has in store. Spikes. Sick sense of humor someone's got. Seems someone besides me might be ferreting around here. Someone slim. No one I can sling through there. Need to find a way around. blood-soaked. The grave robber was wounded while attempting the climb. Needed to bandage up. Managed to avoid the panthers at least. Just do this. Stench. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Not bad. Wouldn't mind having something like that myself. Whoever was here must have scaled that wall, evaded the Panthers. Did it. Interesting as places go. Seems someone put a lot of thought into its design. Should look around. Impressive. It's just decoration.
Unwanted guest. Intruder. You are not welcome here.
Yeah, I figured as much. Great. Portals. This just keeps getting better. Alright, now to find the next portal. Damn it, back where I started. Alright, now to find the next portal. Damn it, back where I started. Damn it, wrong again. Could be some clue around here. Damn it, back where I started. Alright, now to find the next portal. Damn it, back where I started. Alright, now to find the next portal. direction. The right portal, maybe? Started. Now to find the next portal. Now to find the next portal. Must be where Moreau had his lab. Guessing this man didn't come here willingly. Intriguing as machinery goes, but how do I start it up? Just need to pick an entry. Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around. Crystal for this entry's missing. Might be somewhere. Should look around.
The 18th of Yule, year 1102. Today I begin my great life's endeavor, one greater and more significant than any I have thus far undertaken, for it relates to me personally, to myself and my son. When 15 years passed, a beast of the forest assaulted me. A witcher came to my aid, saved my life. I could not know that for said salvation, I would in the end pay by relinquishing any say as to my own son's fate. Had I the skill to turn back time, I would have done so, and perished rather than surrender to the Witchers my only son. But as it was, on the day when Jerome was taken, I swore an oath on my honor that I would recover my son. Today, following years of research and preparation, I have at last devised a device that allows me to study mutations. If the gods in their goodness grant me but a bit of favor, I shall find a way to reverse said mutations and restore Jerome to a normal life.
So, Professor wasn't out to enhance Witcher mutations, wanted to reverse them. Wonder if he managed, and if there's anything in it for me.
Observation number 30. The mutations do not set in at once. Curiously, they do not develop over a span of time. Rather, for a mutation to progress towards completion, the appropriate mutagen must be applied continuously. The subject does not bear this well, but I found a way to make the mutations less taxing, invasive. To the mutagen base, I add the albumin of a mutated giant centipede egg. Stored in a glass terrarium, the eggs do not develop, remain small. The eggs themselves are a sight to behold. Mutated, they are luminescent, emitting a wondrous glow. I can only hope my addition of the albumin will produce no significant side effects. Time will tell. Years of experiments, research, sacrifice, all for naught. I have failed to achieve my defined objective. Each mutation I applied to my subjects proved ineffective when applied to Jerome. What I meant to cure him of his witcherism, that which I meant to restore to him a normal life, only deepened his mutations, further augmented his speed and strength, rendered him yet more inhuman. It seems my son must remain a Witcher forever. I have failed. The time has come to abandon this place. Return home to Lydia. She may yet deign to take me back. The contraption and mutagens I leave here, let them wither and crumble, as did my dreams of regaining my son.
So the Professor wanted to reverse the mutation's effects. Ended up deepening them. Stroke of luck for me. Could profit from his failure. So, Professor tried to neutralize the effects of Witcher mutations. Only managed to enhance them, though. Used the albumins of giant centipede eggs as his mutagen base. Need to go on an egg hunt. Crystals. Should mount them in the megascope. Missing 2 crystals. This crystal must go here. Missing 1 last crystal. Preserved organs. Hope their donors weren't forced to give them up. Just need to pick an entry.
Observation 22. Despite applying a surfeit of toxic substances, significantly more than usual, the subject displayed no symptoms of overdosing. I believe this to be an effect of the mutations. Thus, a minor success. This mutation should allow Jerome better to tolerate toxicity. Observation 58. Sometimes failure is the catalyst for success. I've discovered a method by which one type of mutagen may be transmuted into another through the addition of certain ingredients. This is a great day for science. In addition, I observed that today's dose of mutagens brought the subject to the brink of death. He then suddenly awoke, revived, his strength renewed. Not wholly, of course, but he did in a sense come back from the edge of death. Whether this is attributable to his mutations or to pure coincidence cannot be ascertained. I must conduct further experiments.
Seen enough. Quite the library. Mostly tomes on mutations and genetics. going in wearing full gear. Gotta drop my armor, leave my weapons. Professor's mutagens might work on me as they did on his son. Well, time to find out. Power cell for portals. Feels dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Somehow the work's uphill both ways today.
Can't afford a barber, let alone my wares.
Enough said. Greta, you up for a plow?
I'm not Greta.
That's not what I asked.
Life in Beauclair can be quite dear. Death, though, that's always fun.
What will the morrow bring?
I've this burning, stopping sensation in my ribs.
My health. It's all I ask for. I think I'm catching something. Even a horse drops it, right?
Faster. Slow now.
Pleasure to welcome you once again to the as yet humble confines of Corvo Bianco. When last we met, I did not get the opportunity to present my credentials, With your permission, I shall do so now. I previously served with distinction at the Nibli family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands. Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to... The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-great-great-great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cutpurse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Asked about our guest earlier. Sorry, I was busy with my hunt. Didn't have time to answer.
When one gazes at that unfortunate creature, the question, whatever happened here, asks itself.
Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again, since she adored feasts. He swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a white, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a white, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great-aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great-aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going, and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to Major Domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path. The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays. Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now, either.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days. Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs. To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Lebioda. Follow me, please. Monsieur Boleus's wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation. Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
This served as an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work, and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Boleus's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which
I made while fighting the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it, a certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
And welcome inside. On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into the abode immediately. With that, sir, you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. Though one must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling. Mentioned the place could stand to be spruced up.
Oh, most decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Need to think it over some.
I understand.
Got these spacious grounds. But maybe it's time to make them more... useful.
Oh, yes. We certainly should. The way I see things, given your trade, sir, you would be wise to put in a grindstone and an armorer's table. A good way to start things off, don't you think?
In my trade, my blades get dull pretty quick. Could use a grindstone, professional grade.
Of course. No one would consider that an unnecessary extravagance, I would wager. Ponder the notion.
If you don't mind, I'd rather postpone to—
Of course, sir, as you wish.
Know what? Changed my mind. Not in the mood to talk.
I shall be glad to...
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Burning, stopping sensation in my ribs.
Even a horse drops if you ride it at a constant gallop.
Hey-ya! Hey there.
Here, kitty kitty.
Run, Roach. Fuck!
Oop! Yep. I'm going to hit.
It's thin scrapings around here. At least the weather's pleasant.
Don't crowd around.
What's new, mon ami?
Nice tune.
Disperse! The exhibition of the Reginald Daubry Monument will remain closed until further notice.
Come on now. Hey-ya!
Give it back!
Your tickets remain valid. You must merely wait patiently for the exhibition to reopen.
Oh, the Witcher! The one the Duquesa summoned!
Ahoy! Ahoy! You must loosen up, else you'll pop a cork. Ahoy!
Disperse!
Ahoy!
The exhibition of the Reginald Daubry Monument will remain closed until further notice.
Closed? Why, we wrote an entire day to see it. You're a cheat, sir.
And we paid good coin for the tickets! Give it back!
Your tickets remain valid. You must merely wait patiently for the exhibition to reopen.
I tell you, no man knows the day or the hour. The merchant, the one so giddy the Hanse let him go, he drank himself stupid, fell in the lake, and drowned.
Please disperse! The exhibition is closed!
What's this about?
Oh, Lepiota, give me strength. I can't bear this, please! I believe I've been clear. No presentation today. Oh, wait! Are you not that famous witcher, Geralt of Rivia? I believe I have work for you.
Saw your notice. Mentioned a monument.
The matter is a delicate one, but mind you, I pay well. Alas, I can say no more at this stage. Interested?
The statue. Just tell me, what's the problem?
A picture's worth 1,000 words. More, I dare say. Come with me. I'll show you. Here it is! Our pride and joy, Reginald Dalbury. A giant among lovers. A poking, puncturing swordsman, and atop all that, an unrifled tittler of harps and other organs.
So what's wrong with it?
How should I put this? It's lost its jewels.
Somebody stole the testicles off a statue.
No ordinary statue, mind you. The sole monument made using a cast of the great Reginald's own genitals, certified and authenticated. Sprung directly from his loins, they grant all who stroke them unparalleled virility. All who buy a ticket, that is. Thus, you must retrieve those stones.
Any idea when the theft took place?
It must have been mere hours ago. I guided the last group through the exposition quite recently. Stones were very much in place.
Got any suspects?
Considering the vast potency of Reginald's prized pouch, everyone's a suspect. Who would not want it for himself?
Need to look around. Might find a clue or two.
Do what you must, as long as you return grasping Reginald's stones. Without them, Beauclair's entire tourist sector faces trying times. Trying times. Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry. You shall be whole again soon.
Saw marks are straight and clean. Precision castration, I'd call this. Dried bloodstain.
Work out. It must. Don't worry, Reginald, don't worry.
Piece of coat fabric caught on the nail. Heavy on cologne. Smell it'll lead me to the thief.
It will all work.
Under Duke Raymond's rule, such troubles were simply unimaginable.
What is they call you? Gervant.
I'm my own master with a bottle in front of me. It's no disaster, not like a frontal lobotomy.
this door. Ooh. Sorry to interrupt, I guess.
This is not what it seems. Word of honor. I tripped, rolled, and tumbled, and landed where she already lay.
Psst! Hughes! That's not him!
I swear, this is all an unfortunate coincidence. A series thereof. What?
That's not my husband.
You mean, not your husband? Who are you? And why are you in my home? Out! Now! Or I'll summon the guards!
Watch your tone, Gramps. Just here to talk.
I believe we have nothing to talk about.
Oh, we do. Just to kick things off, you're in great form for a man your age.
I eat well, start the day with a glass of wine. That preserves the body wonderfully.
Interesting. Might try it. Say, ever heard of Reginald Dobry, his statue?
Everyone in the city's heard of it. Reginald's a paragon, a national hero.
That's so. You seem well informed, Hughes. Maybe you know who stole Reginald's testicles.
I can explain everything. This...
Rosalinda! I know you're in there! You and that fancy pants of yours!
Oh no, not him too. This really is not my day.
Got you, you rogue! Prepare for a shellacking, scallop! What the laugh's this? Rosalinda! One, I could forgive you, but two at one time!
Wait, got nothing to do with this.
Take me for a fool? I'll teach you to fish in another man's pond!
Got no time for this. Go home.
Yes, that'll be best. I'm done here.
I don't know you, but that would have gone horribly for me had you not intervened. I thank you for saving my skin.
Mm-hmm. So, time to talk.
Rosalinda, my dove, please allow us a moment. All right. I admit I stole the stones. And you will never believe it, but they work. Today, Rosalinda and I, well, 3 times and counting.
3 times? Impressive.
Isn't it? At my age. That's more than the entire last decade.
All the same, you stole those stones and you gotta return them.
Listen, perhaps we might strike a deal. Hmm? Let me keep the stones. I'll pay you. Grant me this, I beg you. They've made me young again.
Perhaps I could lend them to you for 1 more day. What would you say to that?
A day is 3 more romps at the least. You've a deal, sir.
Were the good prophet Lebioda lively and spry, from me he would everything bad.
Scars. The gaze. I shiver just looking at him.
Here in Beauclair, all's right and fair.
Beauclair, her most gracious duchess, has hired a witcher to get at the...
I'm back.
Shh, shh. Not so loud. You wake her. She'll want another go.
Wake who? Rosalinda?
Louisa, her cousin. She's voracious. Got an inexhaustible appetite. But I'm tapped out.
What's it matter that the spirit is willing when the flesh is simply spent? My heart near leapt out of my chest last time. Here, you must take the testes, and Lebioda grant you strength, as I dare say you will need it.
How is it that Duquesa does not feed him as well?
best behave, friend. You're in Beauclair, see?
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yep, got them back.
Lepioda's luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude. And look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge on the house. Thank you for your help. Lepioda reward you with copious offspring.
Your reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Oh!
Here's some free advice, Witchman. If you've no reason to live to spite others.
belly roars and growls.
When I was a little lad, my stone stank awfully bad. Hoping it would cure the smell, I dipped my pouch in a well.
Whose notion of order is this? Why doesn't someone do something?
What's this about?
The notice, is that it? Are you a witcher, master?
Noises at the cemetery. You the one they bother?
Yes, yes, and I'm alone in that, it seems. That is, no one else has bothered to take any steps, though all must hear the racket. I took the matter up with the ducal guard. They claim they found nothing, but I'm not sure they even bothered to look. What's left for me to do? Should I sniff about the cemetery myself?
The noises, they pretty regular?
Each night. I live next door. I hear it loud and clear, as if through a horn someone had stuck in my ear. Ah! Hawk! Ooh! Firk! And then wag! Thud! As if a mother bear slammed pelt first into a cupboard.
Know exactly what you mean. Fine, I'll tend to it. Any victims? Someone go missing recently? Or are we just talking noises?
No one's come to harm, thank the gods. Why? Do you think it might be a monster?
Could be, but doesn't need to, though. Might also be grave robbers, tramps. Remains to be seen.
I can't rightly say what would be worse. Whatever the case, Godspeed, master.
Life serves once magic. A group of rogues walks amidst the trees, willies a swinging betwixt their knees.
Can't hear anything, but might want to look around anyway. Tracks? Graves dug up. Thing is, grave robbers don't usually wail and moan that much. Trampled grass and bloomers. Not the kind of moaning he meant, though. Smashed padlock. Someone broke in. Lots of tracks. Not much I can glean from them, though. Gotta come back after dark. Damn it. More fighting. Noises coming from the catacombs, it seems. So, noise is coming from here. Not a soul. Strange. Doesn't look anything like a grave hag's lair either. Gold. Can't be grave robbers. None worth their salt would have left this. Louis de Corentin. Died on the day of St. Zoetham's remembrance. Noises started right around then. Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago. Pretty fresh. Funeral wasn't too long ago. Smashed, as if someone threw it against the wall. Here lies Margot de Corentin. No sign of monsters or grave robbers. Bit of a mess, that's all. Maybe this isn't the spot after all. Strange. Noise is clearly coming from that tomb. Impossible. Something's not right. Need to hide, see how things play out.
You'd rather lie about all day, flipping those cards like some dwarf. Disgusting.
Indeed. Far better to stand at the door of Lepioda's temple, mumbling prayers from dawn till dusk.
Ingrid, I prayed for you, that you would cast off the yoke of gambling.
Fine job you did of it. Seems the gods had also heard enough of your cackling. And you? Why are you here? This is a private conversation.
What's this argument about, anyway?
Sod off! Not your concern.
Could help you resolve it.
I know not your name, but you must help me. I refuse to spend eternity at the side of this heathen. Remove him from my crypt at once!
Slow down. What's the problem?
This is my crypt, and this saintly shrew harangues me even in death. An eternity of nagging, the misery!
I was blind and a fool to marry him. He's a slave to the cards, prepared to wager his own child on a round of Gwent.
Once, damn it, and as a jest! How many times must I explain? And who sank our fortune into some silly statue of Lepioda?
Piety. That was my cause. The prophet immortalized would have transformed this land of blasphemy and betting. How was I to know it was all a fraud?
Because I warned you some 500 times!
Quiet! Shut up, both of you! Who does the crypt belong to, rightfully?
Must you ask? It's mine. My family's. The de Corentins. Are you illiterate?
True. But my dowry served to repurchase it from those you owed.
Look, if there's to be peace and quiet here, one of you's gotta go. Need to move one of you out.
Yes. Take him. Please. Do so, and I shall tell you where I hid his lucky Gwent cards.
What? I knew it was you! And now you would evict me from my crypt, then pay for the deed with my cards! Blast it all! Had I those very cards at the tournament in Belhaven, I'd still be alive. It's your fault, you pox incarnate, that they stabbed me to death.
They murdered you for your debts. I had nothing to do with it.
Come, I heed this good book-thumping wench. Mind, I know well where she hid those cards. I'll tell you myself, as soon as you've removed her.
Need to think about it. All right, gotta move one of them out.
Thus spake the prophet Lepioda. Thou shalt not play for coin.
After which he promptly added, for you shall have none left for me!
Louis de Corentin.
Shut your mouth!
Raise your sighs to the Prophet Lebioda on his behalf.
No, it is I who shall speak to you. I see you fell for that pious tart's dribble. Drats! Ah, well, then listen. I've a request. Be a good fellow and set me in the chamber of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. It's just round the corner.
You a member?
That's just it. I was not. But I would have dearly liked to have been. And joining them in death shouldn't bother anyone.
Certainly doesn't bother me. I'll do it. Where's this chamber?
Once you enter the catacombs, go straight. The chamber will be on your right, near the corridor's mouth, and I thank you.
Deeper in the catacombs. Right, let's go. Private chamber. The Right Honorable members of the Gwent Friendship Society of Beauclair. This is it.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
You gents also looking for that Gwent club?
What the poking devils? Who are you? Who sent you?
So many questions, so few answers.
Blimey, we're a plumbing philosopher. Get the smarmy cat diddler, lads.
If I only had a crown for every time a bunch like this. Do. Right. High time Margot paid up. Done. Now where you got those cards?
Leave the city through the Cooper's Gate. Then veer right. Our house is easily recognized. A tree adorns the sign above the door. I buried the chest in the garden, beneath the rose bush.
Tree on a sign, rose bush. Think I got it.
Might I ask what you did with Louis? True, he knew nothing in life but Gwent, but I would still prefer he not spend eternity in a ditch or a privy.
Don't worry about it. Found him a nice place. Ought to feel right at home. Farewell.
Give your punch a little squeeze.
The witch is a jolly good fellow!
Why prove himself?
Damned that Max.
Ah!
I thank you for your help. Lepiota reward you with copious offspring.
They came out of Oxenford Academy with high honors, yet any broad-shouldered compliment.
Sir de Perak Perak. How
Quite the fragrant whiff.
I wonder what the old lady's fixing for supper.
And you drool like a boar sniffing juniper cones. Taut as a rumskull, Lesieur. Come on. Who's next? Come on. Who's next?
Tree on the sign. Must be the house. Need to go around. Medallion's humming. Something's not quite right. Time to end this. just like she said. And the Gwent cards, as promised.
Up, shoop, dum, darere, up, shoop.
Don't crowd around.
Oh, is my head ever spinning after last? Oh, we thought I was young.
Are we on the ducal guard?
Drooping bumps, drooping danglies.
Hey there, I'm done. Cemetery ought to be real nice and quiet now.
To sleep in my own bed once more. The clogs has grown intolerably loud. The punters bellow like men possessed. One madman especially, always shouting, "Order in! Order in!" But tell me, at the cemetery, what was it? Beasts, as you claimed?
Nope, just a marital spat.
That's it? But they hollered like Stuart polecats. Sorry to bother you with such a trifle. Here, for your trouble.
Thanks.
Aye.
Soon the sun will rise.
Wine is dearer. Wenches are dearer.
Work it like and my villain.
enough tonight.
Oh, Witcher Geralt.
Keep calm! Start no trolls!
You can't pull one over on me, Witcher. I can see you're a killer. Ugh.
A courtesan is...
A Witcher's come
Nobbing
round
and
to take a crack at the...
It's too sharp in a nutshell.
Cheap shenanigans. I can't see a thing through these cataracts.
The covetous shall be cast into the all-consuming fire. The mighty shall fall from their high perches.
Oh!
Giddy up.
Deadly thirsty.
The guard brings peace to our domains. Flouted its writ and brought in chains.
Up shoop, dum da re up shoop.
The Seren... Master Witcher, what luck to happen upon you?
Got work for me? New contract?
Of the contract in question, you acquitted yourself beautifully years past, on your last sojourn in Beauclair. I was in a bit of a bind at the time, do you remember? Yet I swore a solemn vow to pay you in full one day.
Guess it rings a bell.
Sadly, you went on your way before I could settle matters with you. So, I took your coin and placed it in an account for safekeeping.
What kind of account?
A savings account at Cianfanelli Bank. You need but walk in and withdraw. The sum must be rather substantial by now.
Thanks. Head over there first chance I get. Gotta stop by that bank.
That could only mean trouble.
Oh, that's bad luck.
No safer place than a bank.
There's a catch. Catch 22.
Welcome to Cianfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer's always right. How might I be of service?
Got an account here. Like to make a withdrawal.
Naturally. Your name?
Geralt of Rivia.
Wait a moment, please, while I find the relevant record. I'm afraid I can't help you. Extraordinary circumstances, you see. There's a note in the records. The account holder is dead.
That's inaccurate, as you can see.
It's some kind of mistake. The note is clearly in error. To reactivate the account, you'll need permit A38.
For more information, please go to window number 1.
All right. Where's window number 1?
What can I do for you? What's that?
There's a catch. Catch 22.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
I'd like to reactivate my account, so I need a copy of permit A38.
Wrong window, I fear.
Happen to know where I can do it then?
Let me think. Perhaps upstairs, in records? Or downstairs in the archive? You must ask them, sir.
Do just that.
No safer place than a bank.
Right.
Sorry, gotta get through.
Hold there. What is this? Back off the queue, sir.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, and the customer is always right. How might I help you?
This where I get permit A38?
Naturally. Just hand me your Form 202, please.
Form 202? Just what are you trying to pull?
Sir, I'm not pulling anything. Just following procedure. Permit A38 can only be issued upon presentation of Form 202, as stated specifically in Ordinance N60. Please, go to window number 1.
Just came from there. Never mind. Be back shortly with Form 202.
That'll do, sir. Jumping the queue. How dare you? You cut in front of me, sir.
Well, couldn't really give a crap.
You boor, you churl! I will not stand for this. Just you wait, I'll teach you some manners.
Go on, hit me.
Oh, gentlemen, if you wish to raise a ruckus, do it outside.
Outside, now!
Let the door open! They're at it again!
It's the third time this week. I wagered 10 on the one on the right.
Poor simpleton, prepare to be humbled. I shall teach you the meaning of decency. cruelty. Prepare to be hung. Uncouth, petty, bourgeois, cuts in line. I shall teach you the meaning of decency. You cut the line, sir.
That Witcher's rather handsome.
So,
no safer place than a bank.
And I tell you, tasteless is an understatement.
You cut the line, sir. You cut the line, sir.
Anything from that barbaric land.
You know her. She often goes deep in hot to put on show. That little number likely costs more than we know.
Come on. Where the hell'd she go? Hair pomade. Need to follow the scent. Could be the lead I need.
There's a catch.
Yes? Can I help you?
Catch 22.
I traipsed down there myself once.
What can I do for you?
No safer place than a bank.
So you see, she claims puffed sleeves will be in fashion next season.
Excuse me. Got something I gotta take care of at window
You
one.
cannot be serious.
I too find it hard to believe. For
Excuse me.
can you not see what it says there? We're on our break.
Celine, darling, sign this for me, will you?
Oh, there you are. Listen, there's something
We're on break.
Ah, you try to be polite, it just never gets through.
Got no choice, I guess. Need to wait till they're done with their break.
I was at home the other day, just sitting, when suddenly, knock, knock. I opened the door, and who was there if not...
You must wait. They have the break now. So, what do you hope to get here, my friend?
Permit A38. Though, guess I need Form 202 as well now.
Form 202. Easy peasy. Certificate P. Now, that is a challenge. But, as we are both forced to wait, fancy a round of Gwent.
Why not? Let's lay him out.
Now, that I understand. I'll start arranging my deck.
Didn't stand a chance there.
Years of practice, my friend. I've stood in these queues so long, I could not help but learn a great many tricks. Speaking of which, I've a tip for you. A means to resolve your matter. I have seen them try everything. Magic, hypnosis, bribery. Nothing works.
Might as well go if nothing works. There's nothing I can do?
Be kind. Be pleasant. This and only this. The woman here, she sits at her window 12 hours each day without hearing so much as a good day from anyone. But muster up some flowers, some perfume. Well, you will resolve your matter lickety-split.
Right. Certainly worth a shot.
Good luck.
Welcome to Chanfanelli Bank, where we look after your coin as if it were our own, etc., etc. How can I help you, sir?
Need Form 202 to get a copy of Permit A38. Do you know that? Couldn't have told me? Wasted a lot of time because of you.
Please, sir. There's no need to lose your temper.